Today, we're going behind the scenes of the State of Business Execution Benchmarks report. Joining us to talk about order management, we have Lorenzo Prieto, Principal Product Manager for the new Celonis Order Management Execution app. Lorenzo has spent the last few years working together with customers from a diverse range of industries to drive the adoption of process mining and execution management to achieve breakthrough performance in order management. So, Lorenzo, tell us, which of the stats in the State of Execution report did you find the most interesting?
So for me, the most interesting statistic was definitely the one about on-time delivery, because in the end, order management is all about customer satisfaction, and customer satisfaction is measured by how likely it is that you're receiving your order on time or not. And I found it incredible that the average on-time delivery performance is only at 43%. I mean, this basically means that it's more likely that you will not get your order on time than that you will get it on time. And this is just something that's probably not acceptable to most of us consumers. And I think what's also very interesting is that the gap between the average performers and the high performers who are at above 90% is so large, because I think that implies that there's some that have understood the importance of the KPI and are optimizing their process for this KPI, while others have not realized that yet and are staying behind.
Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty big gap. So what are the biggest challenges in optimizing on-time delivery? Why is the gap so big?
Yes, so I think the reason for that is that we as consumers are not only expecting to receive our goods on time at any point in time, but we actually want it today or now or as fast as possible. And this time aspect makes fulfillment and supply chain a much more complex and critical topic. So companies need to increase their flexibility in terms of fulfillment options, and that has big implications also on the supply chain side, where you need to make sure you distribute your inventory and you have enough of the right material in the right place, right? Because otherwise you're not able to give this flexibility to the customers.
Yeah. So what are the most important trends you're seeing in this space?
Yeah, so I think as it is often the case, trends usually start in the B2C space and then switch over to the B2B companies. And the expectations around fast and reliable deliveries in the B2C space are now slowly also coming into the B2B space. And we see that companies are struggling with that, right? So they are not used to these levels of performance, and they often also have a very static and inflexible technology stack that should run to deliver this performance. And we see that for many, it's not working. And this is why a lot of B2B companies are adopting new technologies, such as the Celonis Execution Management System and the execution apps, to help them get to this B2C or this Amazon-like experience, automate the process and deliver more on time.
Yeah. So Amazon is obviously thrown around as the pinnacle of achievement when it comes to order management. Do you think it's actually helpful to have such a high bar for order management departments as a whole?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. So I think Amazon has definitely redefined what the perfect or almost perfect order management experience looks like and feels like for all of us. And of course, for the average company, this experience is quite far from the current reality. But nonetheless, I think it is a very helpful example to show where companies want to get to, right? Because it can be a very motivating example. And I think everybody understands that this can be and is a competitive advantage against others, and that every company wants to offer this experience to their customers. And so therefore, I think it can be a very helpful example.
Yeah, no, I suppose knowing what good looks like at least gives people a clear direction. So what is the most important takeaway for order management departments at this point? What should they be focusing on?
I think they should, as always, focus on the customer and making the customer happy. And to do that, they need to deliver on time. And to do that, you need a perfectly running order management process in the background. And I believe that the Celonis Execution Management System is the key accelerator to that, because it shows you where your inefficiencies currently are in your current order management process, and more importantly, how to fix them. And if you do that, you will be able to automate a lot of the work that is currently hindering the departments working in this space. And it will most importantly help you to deliver on time to the customers, so that we all are happy and receive our goods on time.
Yeah. Well, I guess that brings us full circle. Thank you so much for your insights, Lorenzo, and sharing your expertise.